Hello, and a very warm welcome to my channel. This afternoon, we give you a piece of tabloid news from Women's Day magazine. Courtroom secrets exposed. The firm is falling apart amid 5 shocking court cases. For a family that tries desperately to hide its secrets, an awful lot of dirty laundry about the tawdry private lives of the royals will be made public in the next 12 months. The monarchy is set to be rocked by unprecedented lawsuits, the worst of which has dragged embattled Prince Andrew into war with America's fearsome federal prosecutors over the alleged sex trafficking ring once operated by his pedophile pal, Jeffrey Epstein. Meanwhile, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are going head-to-head with Britain's most powerful newspapers over claims of copyright infringement, phone hacking, and paying a source from deep within the palace who revealed their secrets. And now the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have entered the fray, slapping society Bible tattler with a lawsuit over what they say is a completely fabricated article that infers Kate can't handle her royal workload. A palace source says it is a surprise move on behalf of both the Sussexes and the Cambridges, as it opens them up to an awful lot of scrutiny and puts their private affairs under a magnifying glass. Once you start a court case, it's rather likely that you will be unable to put the toothpaste back in the tube. They will most likely need to take the stand and will be forced under oath to reveal personal things under cross-examination. Meghan suffered a crushing blow recently when a High Court judge threw out several of her claims against the Mail on Sunday, which she accuses of illegally sharing the contents of a letter from her to her estranged dad, Thomas Markle, in 2018. Her lawyers argued that they had evidence of the paper's obvious agenda of publishing intrusive or offensive stories intended to portray her in a false and damaging light. However, Meghan's claims were dismissed as irrelevant, with a judge saying, "The pleading of this case is wholly inadequate. Despite this, the former royal is persisting and is expected to take the stand in a trial next year." The defense is using this time to leave no stone unturned about Meghan's conduct in the short time she was a bona fide royal, a source tells Women's Day exclusively. Any time she or a friend has ever revealed a personal detail about herself to the media will come under the microscope to prove her hypocrisy. She might even get private texts and emails subpoenaed, which is something that could be very damaging to her reputation. Harry is also taking legal action against The Sun and the Daily Mirror over alleged phone hacking, and is threatening to sue The Sun after accusing the paper of paying someone within Kate and William's extended team for stories. The newspaper has denied the bombshell claims. Harry's startling move drags his feud with William and Kate directly center stage. A source said, "If it's true that these stories are being leaked from William's office, to Harry it begs these questions. Did his brother know, and if so, was he a part of it?" But that's not the only potential court showdown pitting the brothers and their wives against each other. Kate's lawsuit against Tattler, which alleged the Duchess feels the Sussexes threw her children under a bus with her dramatic exit, has drawn suggestions from insiders that she suspects her rival Meghan's fingerprints are all over the magazine's nasty takedown. It's no secret that Meghan's best friend Jessica Maroney's sister-in-law used to work at Tattler, says an insider. As soon as Kate found out, the mental wheel started turning. In a lawsuit, Tattler may be forced to turn over its sources. If any of it can be traced back to Meghan, there is absolutely no chance those two will ever make up, nor the Wales brothers. In among what sources are describing as an utter mess for the younger royals, there's 60-year-old Andrew's ongoing battle against allegations he had sex with a 17-year-old. The U.S. Department of Justice recently bypassed Buckingham Palace and requested a mutual legal assistance treaty request from the Home Office, which could require Andrew to give evidence in the UK. To add to the prince's woes, there have been refreshed calls for the Queen to strip him of his HRH title. Andrew keeps denying any wrongdoing, but there's also no denying the walls are closing in around him. There's nothing his mommy can do to protect him now, says a source. The only person left on his side, it seems, is his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, who he is leaning on heavily. She's doing her best to boost the York family's reputation by dipping into all manner of charity endeavors, but she's getting slated for that too. But it will be nothing compared to the backlash against her if she gets dragged into Andrew's investigation. Meanwhile, discuss the question: is it true that Meghan Markle and Kate hate each other, or is it just media hype? A royal fan shared her opinion on Quora. She said, "It's complicated. Certain people knew about Meghan's past, and even though we didn't know much other than what Harry and Meghan wanted us to see, Prince William and Catherine both knew about Meghan. Knowing Harry had decided to rather suddenly marry a woman whom he had been dating for 2 months, despite Meghan's repeated attempts to start something up with the prince who only wanted a hookup and nothing more. Knowing Harry was marrying the former yacht girl caused friction, because William and Catherine were practically begging Prince Harry to stay away from her. Meghan was bad news, and even though Harry had asked William to make Meghan leave a polo match they were playing in one weekend that summer of 2017, which means Harry and Meghan were not dating then, this woman was going to be a member of the royal family. The issue wasn't so much that Meghan had been a yacht girl, but it had more to do with her propensity to deceive, added to the speed of Harry's relationship with her. Not only did Meghan make it seem as if she and Prince Harry had been dating continuously since May of 2016, but she lied about the hookups in May because she was still living with the celebrity chef Corey Vitillo. Deception? Yes, the date of their romance, according to Meghan, was changed to July 2016 to make it appear sweeter and not as if she had cheated on her boyfriend. Meghan had cheated on Corey after all. If everyone would understand that Harry and Meghan Markle had no relationship until something went down at the Invictus Games in Toronto, where Meghan lived, where Marcus lived, and where Doria was, one could see why Prince William and Catherine were trying to dissuade Harry from becoming engaged to Meghan just 2 months after they began dating. Catherine was on to Meghan from the start. And Meghan knew it too. They weren't friends heading into the fall, but when Harry suddenly asked Meghan to marry him, Catherine and Prince William tried their best to support Harry and his fiancée by warmly welcoming her to the family. Meghan was invited to spend Christmas, for goodness sake, with the whole royal family. That's a very warm, toasty warm welcome. Harry even said he was giving Meghan the family she never had. Clearly, Harry had been told a pack of lies, because Meghan had a lot of families she had ghosted. Catherine was kind to Meghan, and up until the dress fitting for Princess Charlotte, Catherine did her best to be a kind sister-in-law-to-be. Even though Meghan had yelled at 2-year-old Charlotte, Catherine hid her unhappiness on Harry's wedding day. Prince William was the best man, and the world saw what they wanted us to see: a united family welcoming a beautiful American actress. Meghan saw to it that she and Harry did not move into the huge, resplendent home in Kensington Palace, because she would be living next to Prince William and his truly nice, sweet, kind wife, and Meghan wasn't nice, sweet, or kind. Meghan asked to live in a castle, and for payment for not accepting the lovely 21-room apartment next to the Cambridges and having the gall to ask for Windsor Castle, Queen Elizabeth handed them Frogmore Cottage. Meghan wanted to get away from the Cambridges, and the Queen saw to it that they did, and not in a terrific style either. Frogmore was a huge downgrade from KP and obviously Windsor. Catherine and Meghan did not hang out, not after the wedding was over. It was very much noticed that Prince George and Princess Charlotte, though they processed into church with Meghan, they were held back and did not leave the church with Meghan. Prince William and Catherine didn't want their children in those pictures. They left the church with Mom and Dad. The Cambridges were quite wise to Meghan's ways and started avoiding her when they could. Things did not get any better. Meghan acted atrociously as a duchess, and the Cambridges wanted to distance themselves from her. Remember Christmas 2018? This time the Sussexes, by request of the Queen, who must have never known about Meghan's past, walked to church next to the Cambridges, But Prince William avoided Meghan after church by adjusting his scarf for over a minute, and Catherine tried to stay away from Meghan's touch. What touch? Meghan tries to make things look a certain way in photos, so she's known for placing a hand on Catherine's or Eugenie's back or shoulder, coming from behind, lest they see Meghan and avoid her. But the cameras told Meghan's story of closeness and happiness within the family. Catherine tried to stay away from the woman causing chaos and gaffes knowingly. While Catherine tried to be nice to the newest Duchess, after a short while it was evident Meghan wasn't going to be nice. Her incessant F-words, the staff turning over, the public booing Meghan, with her not paying attention to any of the rules. And some of those rules were for her safety. Closing a car door? A huge issue for security because had anything happened, Meghan couldn't be tucked back into the car because those doors are self-locking for her protection. Plus, security closes the door as a way of conveying Meghan is safe. Continue on to the next point. All this to say that the Duchess of Cambridge didn't trust Meghan. She tried to welcome her, probably hoping for the best, and that Meghan would change now that she had agreed to represent the British royal family. Meghan seemed jealous of the modestly chic, beautiful, and happy Catherine, who laughed with people and had fun with Harry. No longer. Meghan isolated him from Catherine and William also. Meghan never liked Catherine, nor did she make an effort to be kind in return. Whatever the Queen asked of Catherine, regarding staging photo ops at Wimbledon and Christmas to look happy together, was just a show. And now that Meghan is living in Hollywood, with Harry, Marcus, Doria, and Archie with their police protection and a nanny, no communication is taking place between the two women, let alone the formerly close brothers. Do Catherine and Meghan like each other? I highly doubt they do. And you? Do you agree with this opinion? Please let me know in the comment section and we can discuss. If you loved my video, remember to like and share it for everyone. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family. Now have a nice day and see you in the next videos. Bye!
Hello everyone, I appeared in this video to add that all the secrets are revealed. How beautiful will friendship be? If you do not leave your ego, then sooner or later they will far apart from Meghan and Jessica Mulroney. We will provide the latest, hottest and latest news to meet your needs.